change the game, seize the day, grab the reins, make a grade. All that is a piece of cake, but too much cake and you'll never be in decent shape. Same goes for the pizza place. You're safe eating seeds and grains. Planet Rock, don't do what I'd rather not. Homeboy saying is a man of God. My manner is Antioch. When the dust so settle, homie on the podium, fly gold medal. Simple as a whistle, like steaming hot kettle. Half of that's ginger, half of that's metal, yeah. I'll be smiling when I get to cross over. Smiling, cause I know it's not over. Until then, follow my lead. Pump up the track, hard to kill, tough nut to crack.
Not to crack.
Might go side to side, but not front to back.
I can hear myself now, so.
How sweet the sound. When the hawk is out, I still walk around. Cats want to be down. Same thing out as a medical gown. Eye to storm, silent night till light of dawn. Ooh.
All right. So,
Hey.
are you hearing yourself twice again?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Awesome. All
Yeah.
right, cool. Well, welcome everybody. Shouts to Gam P. Gam P out in California. You know what I'm saying? He listens to the radio show. I do a radio show on Saturdays here in Orlando, Florida. And Gam P comes through a bunch of times. So he's a dope MC out in California. You know
Hey, shout out.
Gam P. Boy San is there. He wanted to try. So Homeboy Sandman is at a Mets game. You know what I'm saying? So he's watching baseball. And so he said he's going to try to call in. So we'll see how that works. But he's in the chat. So we'll see how that works. Shouts to Lance.
Sir.
Thanks for joining us. Hawkinator. All right. Cool. E-Turn. Shouts to the homie E-Turn joined. All right. Cool. So E-Turn's another dope MC out of Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of MCs out there.
Hawkinator said calling from the dugout. Probably. All right, shouts to E-Turn. All right. Okay, so I think we're just going to get ahead and get started. How's everyone doing? My name is Conscious, and this is Yates.
Hey.
So I do like a radio show here in Orlando, like I mentioned, called Our Show, every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern on WPRK, Winter Park, Florida, 91.5 FM, and also online at our website, knowbetterhiphop.com. If you go to the website, hiphop.family, the audio player there on the front page, that's the latest radio show. So if you like what you're hearing, come through and have a good time. All right, what else? Oh, I wanted to shout out folks who picked up the project since we were last live. And
thanks to that, folks. Yeah.
Yes, I appreciate everyone. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? People have some really kind things to say. People are really digging it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we can bring so much joy to folks. You know what I mean? So let me see here. Big shouts to it doesn't have the link. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Here. All right, yes, big shouts to Chris, John, Steven, TR, Raul, Clifton, Courtney, Gabe. I think that's pretty much everything since the last time we were live. So thanks everybody for hanging out and supporting, and yeah, even if it's just giving us some time to hang out with us. All right, so Yates.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. So, like, I have your Instagram here. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Yeah.
kind of want to let's take a look at this. I want to kind of see and get your, because you can tell a lot about a person's Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Because you're choosing to show that side. And so, I want to kind of.
Yeah, but I'm really bad at Instagramming, though.
Well, we'll take a look. We'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Not me, of course.
and of course, I'm gonna post your the link to your Instagram. Now, do you have like a website or anything? I see this symphony.2 thing. Like, do you have a website yourself or?
Nah, that's symphony.com. That's actually the link to our release with Homeboy.
Oh, okay.
With the boy
right.
Sam. Yeah, so that's kind of the link to the all the links, vinyl pre-order, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah,
right.
I've just put it there a week ago or something. So it's brand new.
So is it so? Who is this? You?
Nah, that's not me. That's my friend from Ukraine, and he's a dope producer. And we made a beat together, and we uploaded it, and he made a video about it. So I just joined in,
Oh, dope. Okay, so now what do you use like to make music?
Mostly nowadays, just as Illingsworth, I use Ableton. So this is an
Okay.
Ableton produced kind of LP here, double EP we having. Yeah, but
Oh,
I have all the stuff. I of course have my SP404 here.
nice.
Yeah, I have some microcork, have DX7, and
Yeah.
bunch of guitars, percussion, basically, and tapes, CDs, samples, all the good stuff.
Damn. Okay. So I see. So which one came first, playing the guitar or beat making?
Yeah, actually, playing the guitar became far before beat making. Yeah, I'm a late bloomer, so beat making came when I was almost 23 years old.
Hmm.
So yeah, before that time, I was playing the guitar and rapping myself, like kind of in a live band, you know.
So wait, so you were a
Yeah.
part of a band? Like you're out there
Uh,
in shows and stuff?
Nah, not. I'm not doing it for like 10 years, maybe already. Like since I started beat making, I've closed from all that stuff, like in my studio. But yeah, we had a band, but it was like for a short period of time. We made maybe like 5 shows with me rapping, and that was that.
Wait. You were rapping? Wait,
Oh
what?
yeah.
You rap too?
Yeah, I was standing there with my guitar and rapping in Russian. Yeah.
Nice. So it was rap music that so you're like a live hip hop band, or what kind of music were y'all playing? And what was the name of the group?
uh, there was no name. We just had kind of Russian soul train parties, and the key to the party was a live band that was playing like in the late night, and our friends asked us to perform something like that. So we came up with this and tried it for like 3 to 5 times maybe.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, nice. So
Yeah,
what do
that
you
was
think
nice. That
about
was
the
nice.
whole? Cause I mean, like performing, like making your music inside your, your studio and everything is one thing, but actually seeing people like as you perform, what was that like? Is there, you notice like a
Uh,
difference?
yeah, it kind of was. I kind of enjoyed the energy, and I kind of got that energy from the people too. But on the other side, I don't know. Boysen can join. He just maybe you can try like Safari, Fox, Opera. I'm talking to Boysen, different browsers, so maybe it will appear in some other browser. You
It
know.
keeps
So
disappearing before I can press it. That's weird. Why would that?
yeah.
Try, okay, whatever browser you're on, try like in the settings, like the drop down or whatever, see if there's like a view desktop mode or something, like some sort of desktop mode. Because I'm thinking maybe like it's being like hidden underneath something, or maybe because it's not enough width or whatever. So see if you can like, or maybe rotate the phone sideways or something, you know what I'm saying? So it's landscape, so it's a little bit wider, maybe, as we do some troubleshooting. So Lance says, shout outs to the SP404SX.
Yeah, legendary.
Nice. So now, okay.
By the way, I have a Kai 2002, but it's just deep into the
The abyss of other recording equipment.
Nah, that's basically it. That's all I have.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I basically don't use it anymore. So
now, how did you get into it? Because you're playing guitar in a band, right?
Yeah.
Then was it that time when you got into beat making, or because you were rapping already, right?
I was rapping, and I had like almost an album in Russian finished, and I was rapping with the band, and I was like, nah, I can't record it with the band. I gotta record it on beats, and I can't just steal them from people, so I gotta learn myself. And I was thinking like, it won't be too hard. Like I know how to play guitar. I finished all the music schools. And anyway, and then I started to produce, to make beats for myself, to put out my legendary albums that never came out. Something like that. Yeah.
Well, are they ever going to see the light of day? Like you plan on, gracing the world with your first rap album?
Nah. I think the time's passed. I have couple demos though, but they might I don't know.
All right. Now, so Was your name Yates when you were rapping also, or did you have another name?
No. I didn't have a name. That was another problem. Like, and I have two accounts. If you know, like Yates is actually the second account that I created, and the first one I just had too much beats to put on one SoundCloud account. I like felt like spamming them every day.
Wow.
Was kind of a bit stupid. Oh, sorry, I came missed a bit. So yeah, and I needed to drop some beats ASAP, and the name didn't matter, and I can't came up with nothing. And my actual name is Igor, so I just do it the American way, like Mikey and all that kind of stuff, and I just did Igory, like Igory, or that stuff, and started spamming beats, and then I started making them too much, and then I had my second account, and I was just thinking, this gotta be a cool name. And by the way, I came prepared, and I got a book. And like in Russian, we have a letter. It's like yi, и краткое yi, and it's a rare letter. Like it's not in every word. It's like rarely seen, and it's double in here, and it sounds like Yates. But in English, it's written not like my name. I just changed a couple letters here and there, and like that sounds cool. And that's how I got both names, and still dropping music under them both. Yeah.
Nice. So what? So does it mean anything, or is it just like the letter?
No, it doesn't mean anything. Just like the letters.
Okay.
Just like the visual side of it.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
More or less. Yeah.
So now there's a period at the end. Is there any significance to that?
Not too. Just looked cool, and I liked it.
Nice.
Nothing too deep,
really. You don't need any more reason than that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need any more reason than that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So now, so how many? So you said you you flooded SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically you made that cloud rain. You know what I'm saying? You just filled it up. Now, how did you get in contact with Homeboy Salmon? Was that through SoundCloud? How'd that?
Nah, that actually happened not through SoundCloud. I was just from time to time I go on the website run, who sampled, radio music, all that kind of stuff, just to see what people are up to. And I came on Who Sampled to see if the sample police got me. And I've got that release up there appeared that somebody sampled my music, and it was like 4 a.m. in the morning, just like this time, and I was just scrolling through my computer, and I couldn't get a hold of that. So yeah, had to wake up. Found out that Homeboy Sandman for no, this can't be solved by this. Used a sample from my mild Jezebel.
Okay, so hold on. So I gotta look that up. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see here. So you learned about Homeboy Sandman because he rapped over one of your beats.
No. I've learned about him way before. I was thinking you just asked me how we.
Oh no, I was kind of wondering. Yeah, no. So you've known about him before.
Oh yeah, of course.
You didn't know he knew about you, basically.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Of course, I knew about Homeboy Sandman. By the way, I think we have a Russian producer called Beatmaker Beat. I don't know if you know him, but he got credits on Dr. Dre Compton album, and he produced for a lot of American MCs, and one of them was Fresh Daily.
Hey. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Boy Sam's here.
So now, what? How did that feel? That somebody you knew and were like a fan of, that he rhymed over one of your tracks? Because how does that feel?
Sir. Hey, all good. What's up, homeboy? Hey, Boy Sam, nice to see you too. By the way, first time. Yeah, that's the face reveal. Nobody knew how I look like, basically.
Oh, look! Okay.
Yes, sir. Not a lot of hairs on that.
Oh, well, I got. Okay, now you're on stream. Okay. I just added you to the stream.
I've been trying
A
to.
lot of people didn't hear you before.
Yeah, like we're like,
I was trying to shout y'all out, but the connection was no good. Hold up.
Well, I mean, you're in the middle of a stadium
Bang!
fair. You're in the middle of the stadium. I mean, you kind of expected. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a lot of people on their
Yes,
phone.
sir.
There's a lot of people probably on their phone, yeah. But look, right now the
So wait.
Mets are up 2-1. Alonso just got a hit. Lindor's on fire. Lindor started off with a hit, just got an RBI.
You're
So we're
naming
up
people I have
21.
no clue about.
Dag, it's cutting out. I'm sorry.
Homeboy Sandman
It was good to
live,
see y'all for a minute, though.
live from the location. You know what I'm saying? Live from the stadium. Hey, can you hear us? Homeboy Sandman.
Nah, seems like he freezed a bit.
Yeah. Now, I was going to ask him, like, how did he come across your music just to like rhyme over it for his?
Oh, by the way, I asked Lukewarms about it, and Boy Sand about it too, and they both say like he just found it on Spotify somehow. It just started playing, and he seems like saved it, and that's how it went from there.
Because I hear Homeboy Sandman likes to go and like kind of like creep on other people on the producers like pages and things and listen to music. Because you say he was doing the same thing for Illingsworth also.
Yeah. Digging, just as we dig for samples, like MCs dig for producers, I guess.
So now, all right. So I'm gonna share this. So here's the album. Nor can these be sold, at least by me. All right. So now, which track was yours?
It's the one that's also on Cornhole Legend. It's the Paradise. It's almost the last one. It's track number 19.
Oh, Paradise.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a quick listen to it.
Yes,
You know
sir. Let's go.
So this is Homeboy Sandman over some Yates goodness. It's called Paradise. To Yates' surprise, he didn't even know. So that's
yes, sir. Found it about 4 a.m. in the morning via Who Sample.
Try to have a kid on standby. I'm not the one yet, I'm the one by a landslide. All of my accounts are unverified. Bread styles, I don't use towels, I air dry. I keep myself fit and trim by not settling. I wear my wedding ring to the gym. Mad t-shirts and mad shorts, how we cash in. Let me give you a crash course. My girl would love to move to a townhouse. Commercial media is kicking me with a roundhouse. The entire coalition, the most sophisticated censorship is no mission. Despite all that, I still keep the light on, right on track. Hard mother than these feds. Rappers like that. I'm quite seeing ride out and pay the fee to walk the fine line. Come find
All right.
out.
If everybody wants to hear more of that, you're gonna have to go and check out that project.
Yeah.
Alkinator says loving this track. Very nice. So now, when you heard the song, now when you make your productions, do you think about people rapping over them, or do you just make the music to make the music?
Nah, I've actually make music to make the rhyming, but I also have that lo-fi thing going on. But mainly, I'm doing it for people to rhyme over. And from the SoundCloud days, I was dropping mainly remixes. So I just wouldn't drop a beat. I will put on a cappella on top, and yeah.
So now, so the way Homeboy Sandman rhymed over it, was that how you pictured someone rhyming over it, or was it different?
Yeah, it was different, but that's the cool thing about it, kind of, Yeah. So I vibed even higher, like in how it sounds in my head. And by the way, it is very old beat, so it's like maybe like 8 to 7 years old, and it was like 3-time mastered because I lost the original project because it wasn't the KMPC Live and. Anyway, buggy project, yeah. And
You always got to back those files up.
Multiple
places.
Yeah, maybe I can find them even now somewhere, but who cares?
Hey, you're making more music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And anyway, maybe it sounds like as that dope just because it's been mastered 3 times. Like with one master, it maybe would not sound the same,
That's dope. All right, so now So did you reach out to Homeboy Sandman like, hey, I made that beat that you rapped over? How did you make the connection?
Actually, I tried to find Homeboy Sandman via Instagram, as I'm
Oh,
not spending too much time on Instagram. Yeah, but
yeah.
I couldn't find him. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, but I've go through the hashtags, you know, and hashtags got him. And by these hashtags, I found Lukewarms, where he was prompting this cassette. And me, as a mad collector, just couldn't walk away from the cassette with a bit of mine. Yeah, so I reached out to Luke. We found out a way to smuggle it to Russia. It was like three-piece game. I don't know if Pasha or Ksyusha are watching us, but shout out to them for smuggling this. Yeah, and then Luke actually then asked me like, "Hey, we all cool," and he asked like if it will be okay if we'll release this on official, and I said yes, of course. Then he got me the Boys and Mail, and then yeah, I just said maybe let's make an EP then. I have some beats, and it started rolling, and here we are.
And so now, so that turned into Cornhole Legend?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And
Okay.
it was, I can tell you, like maybe 3 months ago or 4 months ago, like not that a
That's
long
quick.
time ago. Yeah, that's quick. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, nice. Just real quick, E-Turn says, such a bop, great work. You know what I'm saying? And Lance says, that whole project is great. Dope track, man. And talking about Homeboy Sandman, he's off the grid. Yeah, he doesn't do social media at all. Yeah. And E-Turn said, trying to be like Sand, no social media. I mean, and shout out to Kick Sue joined. So
Yeah, that's the Ksyusha. That's showed out. That's my people in here.
Oh, word? All right. I know it's mad late, so I appreciate y'all again for hanging out with us. So now, just on social media. So I see you're on Instagram. Are you on anything else, or I couldn't find you on like Twitter or? Like
Yeah,
anything?
I don't have Twitter, and I don't have maybe too much like that. I have Russian social media, so like Vkontakte, that is the best one, by the way, because it connects everything. Like it's YouTube in there, it's like Spotify in there, but you can upload your own tracks up there too. So like yeah, it's all pirated, but it's a good it's a good
Yeah,
one.
a lot of other countries have like that one social media app where you can do a bunch of things. It's like America is really like the outlier where you have one like for every
for
other
everything to send.
million of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, it's wild. Okay, nice. So now, what I would like to do, if possible, you know what I'm saying, is so we have this album here, Cornhole Legend, that's out now. You know what I'm saying, and y'all just released a video for Toodaloo. I saw that. You know
Yeah. Released
So
all the videos on the YouTube as I can know.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. So now, what I would like for us to do is to kind of go through each track, listen to a little bit of it, and then you
Let's go.
like a Jeopardy. No, Jeopardy. You have Jeopardy. You know Jeopardy, right?
I know Double Jeopardy.
Well, yeah. If I would give me like a random fact about the song.
Okay, I'll try to. Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is off of Cornhole Legend, Homeboy Sandman and Yates. It's the first track called Smiling. All right, so let's take a listen to that.
Yeah, that's right. Who got the props? Homeboy Sand kick a rock the blocks. Homeboy Sandman twist the knobs. Homeboy Sandman off the top and off the docks. Lust for son, 20 years and still just begun. Hold tight like your time of the month. If you can't rhyme, there's nowhere to run. Been crack the code, don't do right what's been condoned. Be ahead of the curve, and be a woman on many a word. As far as I'm concerned, you got money in your purse, you got money to burn. Money's a prank, you got money to burn, you got money in your bank. I'll be smiling when I get to cross over.
We need a lighter for this one.
Until then, follow my lead.
All right, so again, you got to pick up the project, and we are doing we've been putting out this special limited edition package. You know what I'm saying, with the vinyl. We're pressing up on vinyl. Let me show that. Where do I have that? Somewhere here. Right here. All right, share this tab. And so yes, so we have the project here. You know what I'm saying? It's like half and half color. Like it's gonna be super dope. You know what I'm saying? And Lukewarmth, of course, on the artwork. Great. You know what I'm saying?
Nailed it.
You nailed
Yes,
it.
sir.
Sorry. So yeah. So go ahead again. Right now it's 55 US. The price goes up $5 after every live stream. So tomorrow it's gonna go up another $5. So get your orders in and get it now. So like and you get extras, you get some bonuses with it. So we have this lenticular print here. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that later. Let's back to the music. Let's focus back on the music. So now I'm getting off track here. So tell me about smiling. What's one random fact about smiling?
Okay, I can tell you a couple that I think of. Sample Police got us on SoundCloud with that one already. Or with Who Sampled. It's on Who Sampled, yeah, so, trick worked out. Second one, strangely, it was the beat that was laying around for a moment, and I tried to send it out to a couple of rappers, but they kind of not dig it, I guess, too much.
Slept on it.
Yeah, and I was thinking, damn, that's a hit. Like, why they pick that bit? Anyway, yeah, and another thing like that you won't experience probably as not as a native speaker hearing rap in other languages, and I know English pretty good, but not perfect, and I didn't know every word. So most of the times when I'm looking up through the lyrics, I messed a couple things up. And in this one, there is a line like, "If you can't rhyme, there's no way to run." And when I was listening, when I was mixing it all the time, I was sure that it's a little joke like, if you can't rhyme, there is no other rhyme. like if you can't rhyme, you can't find the rhyme. So you just repeating the same thing, and I was like, oh, that's funny. But that's whole other thing.
I just want to say this: your English is better than my Russian in any sort of way. So
yeah,
just,
probably.
You're
I'll
doing
take
great.
That. Yeah,
you're doing great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know "niet" and "da."
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get into another joint. So this is Thanksgiving Eve. Now, y'all don't have Thanksgiving there, right? Or
no, we actually don't have a Thanksgiving. Yeah,
so
we don't have it.
When you heard the song, did you kind of like understand like what's happening behind?
Yeah, I guess I know the vibe though. Like it's kind of family gatherings, family kind of celebration, maybe. Yeah, family get together and stuff. Yeah, and we have like, do you celebrate New Year? Not, yes. You have more.
Yeah, we celebrate New Year. Yeah.
Yeah, but like in Russia, New Year is like the biggest of all the
New Year's. It can get very like it's pretty large. America likes to celebrate everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they love to spend money on stuff. So I'm just everything is a big celebration in America. So
yeah.
All right. But Thanksgiving's been kind of, I mean, it's been kind of like super commercialized as well, but a lot of people know it's more about like family and get together kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so let's check out Thanksgiving Eve by Yates and Homeboy Sandman, and then you're gonna come back and give me a little random fact about it. Right, here we go.
My barber got me looking uneven. He's not the best shape-up giver in the region, but he's right downstairs. Plus we cool, so I rock with him. Admit him in the local business, try to profit him. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I got sharp. My family had me hearing some nonsense off the pop charts. Blessing to get together though, even though there's some I love to jettison in general. My wife gonna hook up some good food. Just the thought of eating it has got me in a good mood. She's whipping up the pesto pasta. If it was an actor, not a food, it win an Oscar. It's that good and I don't even know the reason why. I'm hoping someone has some vegan pie. Sweet potato or pumpkin. Then I break out before they get too drunken. When I'm done munching.
All right. There we go again. Check out the project going here. So tell me something about Thanksgiving Eve.
I'll say that's the sample that probably will never be found on Who Sampled, I'll say, because it's from the Russian band and it was making dope fusion jazz tracks.
Okay.
Actually, they're from Kazakhstan. Yeah, and they've been putting kind of that soulful, like, projects, all that kind of stuff. But when those projects didn't pay off, they became kind of the celebrity band in Russia and probably made a lot of money, but no way sampling that stuff, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, so what was that? Was that like a guitar in the beginning? What was that?
Actually, that's a synthesizer, I think.
Oh, okay. So you played that, or is that a sample?
That's a sample.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So now,
And actually, that's a synthesizer. I will just over-explain. Sorry. I just doubled that sample, changed the stereo, you know, and put it 1 octave up, EQ'd, reverbed, so it has kind of that strange, maybe, you know, that thing, you know.
it was
So
kind
I
of like
guess,
like ethereal, like ooh, you know what I'm saying? Kind of
yeah.
like
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now, so I was asking Illingsworth this before. When you sit down to make a track and you hear a sample, do you already have in your mind how you want the sample to sound, or do you just kind of keep playing with it until you're like, oh, this is nice?
Actually, well, in this beat, with this beat, like I made it specially for Homeboy, as we had like couple tracks already, and I was thinking we gotta have another one that is kind of up tempo more. So yeah, and I had this sample in my head for longest times, and I just like, oh, that's time to use it, and just made it, and hit him up, and he picked it.
Oh, nice. All right. So someone said in
And
the
most
chat. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. And yeah, I was like most of the times I'm thinking like if the sample is dope, and I have the exact idea of how I want to flip it in my head already. But sometimes if it's kind of weird sample, that's the time to play around and and make something like I didn't know what came out.
So now, how do you come across music? Just wondering, like, how do you like samples? Are you going digging? Are you in like record shops, or how are you?
Actually, yeah, I'm doing it all. Like up here are the vinyls, down there are the CDs.
Okay.
Down there are the tapes. Here some more vinyls.
Nice.
And some more, and some more, and some more. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. I bet you know how it goes.
Yeah, I feel you. Nice.
Yeah, and I also have some mad YouTube marks.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see it. Okay. All right. Okay. So you regardless of wherever you're gonna go get this dope sample, regardless of wherever it is.
Yeah. I'm getting everywhere. I don't want to miss on nothing.
Nice. So Gampy says, I bet Yates can make some really dope house music. Is that the kind of thing you're into?
Actually, that's quite a compliment, but I don't know because actually I have maybe 2 up-tempo house tracks, and they are both on the Cornhole Legend.
All right, nice.
Yeah. So that's like the Paradise and the Thanksgiving Eve, like they're both kind of like housey, I will say. Yeah, and that's there's only 2 of them. Maybe I should do more, of course. Yeah, I'll take the notice.
So now, so your band was playing like, I guess, like live hip hop music. How did you get into hip hop? Just curious, like how?
I'm 32 now.
Oh, okay. You don't look it. Look mad young.
Yeah, thank you. Just my bald head giving me up sometimes, but it's all good. So yeah, and by the time I was growing up, the hip hop was already going big in Russia. And there was a project, like commercial project, the son of a producer father, kind of like crisscross thing, where a kid with best production wraps his mind off. Yeah. Basically, yeah, and that's what we all been growing up on. Yeah, okay. So I guess since and even my father tells me, like, when I was little boy, they had some cassettes that they were smuggling in the Soviet Union for them times too, and he had a Snap cassette and Arabian Prince cassette.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that were his digs. Yeah, and he said, like, I enjoyed it the most when I was a little kid, and he said, like, shouldn't have played them. Maybe
my
he'll
son
be
is a
a
musician.
yeah, maybe he'll be a mathematician then. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, hey, but you're tapping out the beats, you know what I'm saying, with precision. So that takes some sort of math skills, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
all right. So let's
yeah.
check out Relatives. Let's listen to that, and then you'll give me a random Jeffrey
Let's
style
go.
fact about it. Here we go. So then again, this is Cornhole legend, Homeboy, Sandman, and Yates. This is Relatives. Here we go.
Yo, 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 yo. Boy saying in a place to land. Just kick a little flow real quick. I lace fresh grows. I get cold with UPS those. They're more likely to come to the front door. 4 stories with packages could be hardcore. So mostly they leave them in the lobby. This doesn't bother me. Mostly I'm just thinking about my wife when I'm out on tour and the package is not light. Transformers 1 was so good, it pointed to something greater like a piece of art should. Alien Romulus was also the jam about the left and right.
All right, so there we go. So now I see you rhyming along. So
Yeah, I learned it by heart already.
yeah, so now you're saying that, like, is that how you like learned English, by listening to rap lyrics, or?
No, actually, my mother, by her education, she's a teacher of English, so
Oh,
she was,
okay.
yeah. So she was kind of putting me up to learning it. So like from kindergarten, I was learning English. So yeah,
Oh,
now I probably know it better than she is. Yeah, so props to her, though. Props to her, though. Yeah.
nice. No, that's dope. Okay, all right. So that's good parenting. You want to get your kids into multiple languages. That's dope. Because I think
Yeah.
it like helps expand your mind. Also, what do you think? Like being able to understand 2 languages.
Yes, of course. Like there are evident, like pros of having languages, and I think allow your brain to work like in some other form. Like kind of changing between languages is it's a good for I think
And especially, I mean, even in the writing styles, because what is it? It's called Cyrillic, or what is it?
Oh yeah. Кириллица, да.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even like having the 2 different, like seeing it and hearing it. So I mean, that must like you said, it kind of expands your mind to be able to like new sounds and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
There's certain
Of course.
sounds that's in English and that's not in Russian, and vice versa. So
Yeah. By the way, a lot of them. Yeah.
all right, that's dope. Okay, very nice. All right, so now let's check out this other house type joint, this Paradise. And
Yeah, but I don't spoke my friend facts yet.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
But the guitars on here are played live, by the way. That's like kind of.
I was going to ask. Okay.
Played. Yeah. So these guitars, the piano is sample, but all the other stuff like is played live. Yeah.
That's dope. Okay. So now, how's that recording process? So you just have like the beat going on, and you just play along with it, or how do you?
Yeah. Just pick up my guitar. Here you can see it. Yeah, and just start playing along with it through the sound card and through some pedals I have. So yeah, just.
Oh, dope. So now again, so do you have like, so you heard the pianos and then you just added on top of it, or did you already have like the thing?
No, by the way, that was the beat that when I was sending it to Homeboy Sandman, it was only piano loop on only piano loop and drums on top of it. Yeah, and then Homeboy hit me up with the acapella back, and that's like when I like figured out, I can add some guitars too, and this will be kind of dope. And like you can hear, like when he pauses, that's like when the guitar like kind of brings in a bit. So I was kind of like, I'll play a bit.
So you brought it back to the whole live band kind of thing where you just nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Gam was asking live drums too? Question mark.
No, not live drums. It's actually it's one shot and then the break kind of rechaped also on top of it, so it's kind of combined.
Okay. Lance said
so live break and one shot to make it kind of super fat,
Yeah, because it hits. I'm not gonna like when I heard like, damn, this thing, ooh. You know what I'm saying? You put on the scrunch face, like, okay, ooh, all right. So approved. So like Lance said, easily my favorite. So right there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of my favorites too, by the way. Not the favorites of Homeboy Sadman though, but his favorite video edit. And another fact, by the way, that's the first time I've ever that's my first ever video edit. I just uploaded that CapCut and ripped that Russian cartoons, Soviet cartoons. I'm sorry, yeah. And for the first time in my life, was always afraid to point on the button and it will delete everything. So I was like very cautious doing it.
Man of many talents. That's dope. So producer, MC, video editor. Nice. You're doing everything. All right.
Yeah.
So shout out to Dr. Soultastic just joined us.
Yes, sir. And someone's name is I bet Yates can make some really dope house music. Shout out to that person. Yeah.
That's Gampy. That's the same dope MC from
Oh,
California.
yeah.
I guess he got it backwards or something. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, cool. So let's check out Paradise. We heard the beat before, but you didn't give me a fact. So we're
A fun fact, yeah.
And then we'll come right back. So again, Paradise off of Cornhole Legend, produced by Yates with Homeboy Sandman on the ride. Here we go.
Try to have a kid on standby. I'm not the one yet, I'm the one by a landslide. All of my accounts are unverified. Rare styles, I don't use towels, I air dry. I keep myself fit and by not settling, I wear my wedding ring to the chin. Mad t-shirts and mad shorts, how we cash in, let me give you a crash course. My girl would love to move to a townhouse. Commercial media is kicking me with a roundhouse. The entire coalition, the most sophisticated censorship is no mission. Despite all that, I still keep the light on, right on track. Pardon while I did these fads. Rappers like deadbeat dads. I'm voicing inside out.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
Now, so tell me a random fact about Paradise. Besides, it was the first time you heard Homeboy Sandman rhyme over one of your joints that you happened to accidentally come across on Who Sampled.
Yeah, and as I've said before, like it's a rare track, that was done many years ago, and I wasn't using Ableton at that time. I didn't learn it yet, and my parents, after I served in the army for 1 year, brought me an MPC Studio. It's basically a controller that you can plug to your computer and can make beats on their program MPC like 201. It was the early versions. And
like the computer program, okay.
Yeah, and they were messy, and I don't know if mine were or everyone's were, but I just couldn't upload a beat sometimes, save it, and I go back to it, and something's just not playing. Maybe I was clicking some notes, I don't know, but something was like that. And when I was extracting this beat, it extracted no sample on there, only drums and effects. Okay, I'm going in there again, extract, yeah. Bam, again, tried everything and nothing I can do, and I can't remake this, and I'm not comfortable with all these stems yet. So I've just so I soloed the sample only, uploaded it, extracted, and I got the very forgot how to not loud track.
Okay, yeah, very low.
Yeah, very low, and that's all I got, and then I just put that on the one note of an MPC and put pressed play record and recorded it just like that. So it's messy. It was mixed, mastered 3 times, but that's how it got.
Very nice. So you're very resourceful. I can see. Like you're gonna get it done. You're gonna get the job done. Anyway, anyhow. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the motto. Yeah, and by the way, that's my favorite video of all the videos I've done for it.
All right. So now they're on your Instagram, right? All the different videos and things.
Yeah, and they're also on the YouTube Vevo of Homeboy Sadman. I say.
Okay, I'll look that up. Let me look that up here.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see something. Trying to type here. And again, I appreciate you for staying up with us. You know what I'm saying? I know.
It's all good. By the way, I'm nocturnal. Like that's okay for me. I'm living on that USA schedule.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, all right, dope. So hold on, let me share this tab real quick. So yeah, so there's like a whole playlist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to post it into the chat so everybody be able to check it out as well. All right, there y'all go.
Yeah.
All right, nice. All right, so we got one more joint. So now, real quick, before we get into this last track, how many tracks did you send Homeboy Sandman? Just curious.
Oh, I think not a lot. Like I think like
Oh,
maybe.
you didn't do SoundCloud again? You didn't like just bombard them with like hundreds and hundreds of beats?
Nah, but I think maybe like for the one he picked, I sent him maybe 3 or 4 beats, you know, so maybe 1 or 4, 1 or 3 he picked somewhere from that. So if we have 5 track and we have, by the way, another one, so yeah, something like 30-40 beats I think I hit him up with.
Okay, no doubt. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Some
and
people don't have 3 beats at
yeah,
all.
and 10 of them were kind of like brand new that they make in a couple of weeks, like specially. And
So now,
yeah.
what was it? So if you made the beat especially for Homeboy Sandman, how did you change it to fit him in your mind? Just curious.
But when I was the beats that I was making, like especially, we already had Smiling and we already had the Paradise tracks. Yeah, so I was thinking like more of like we got to get one jazzy in there, and we got to get like maybe one more up tempo in there, and we got to get one more kind of soulful in there too. So I was kind of more thinking in these categories, and I like yeah maybe the sample choice, but when I start making beats, like I'm like you know it's not me, it's the conscious that makes it. I kind of feel like that, so kind of I wasn't like attempting something very special, you know, to be honest. Well,
You just
I
let the
don't know.
spirit take you and just you just start making beats.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so let's check out one more joint, Toodaloo. Now, Toodaloo, that's not a thing in Russian, right? Like that's when
Yeah,
you.
by the way, not no. And then what did one okay, surprising fact, what does it mean then?
Oh, so you don't know what it means?
Nah.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that when we come back and listen to the track Toodaloo.
Shout out to Ksyusha for staying up with us for that long too.
Word.
Nice stuff, Ksyusha.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Shutsa.
Yeah.
All right, Toodaloo off of Cornhole Legend, Homeboy Salmon and Yates. Here we go.
Yo, let me get a little piece of advice, alright? Yeah. Someone wanna fight, don't fight. Just another person that has no life. Cause they ain't got a husband or they ain't got a wife. Just say bye. Just take a hike. Maybe they ain't getting no hugs from moms. Might be irate cause they hate their job. Wasn't getting paid, never stayed their job. So getting upset how they praise their God. Why would they get so mad? Nothing that occurred here was really that bad. Nothing that occurred here was really that crucial. That's the energy some folks used to. Must be tough getting all worked up over such and such. Yo, don't spaz, they have problems you don't have. So have compassion for the knobs and the guns get flashing, or the guns get blasted. Or even if he's only gonna give a tongue lashing. Change your mind state, there's not Planet of the Apes, stop acting like a primate. Give grace to get grace, wind up in a whole different headspace. God is love, there's God below, and there's God above. Instead of getting vicious and
okay, I let that ride a little bit too long. I was getting to the groove. You know what I mean? I was just getting to the groove. So, all right. So, Toodaloo is basically like a saying to say like goodbye to someone. Like Toodaloo.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, see you later, bye. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
yeah. Now it makes much more sense. Yeah.
Nice. So now give me.
I was thinking. Sorry, like fun fact. I was thinking Toodaloo was like not more like goodbye, but more like like Toodaloo, you don't bother me, like that kind of thing.
Like making it fun.
Teasing
Okay.
Maybe a bit, like that's what kind of that's what kind of felt. I don't know.
It could be. I mean. Yeah. I could kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
like
what I kind of
person.
thought. Like from.
Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah, I could feel that. All right. So now, when you sent that beat to Homeboy Sandman, did you like think of when you got it back, the acapella or whatever? Did you think he would rhyme that way? Like, was that like a surprise? Just kind of curious.
I think nah. Oh, by the way, like I don't know if I'm not expecting something too much, but on the other hand, like you can't expect something from Homeboy Sandman. You know, he'll do his thing anyway, and I think so. It's kind of hard to expect something special, you know. But yeah, but some Russian sites made a review on our EP, and that guy that wrote it said like. Homeboy Sandman brings his kind of his special flow on the to do the joint, so like kind of he's like the most flow. I don't know, like yeah. So he wrote something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like we have a track that's also mixed and mastered, but just not made it to the Cornhole Legend. Maybe will be on the future project. And by the way, maybe when I was and hit up with them, and it's also a slow jam, I was also thinking like he will kind of maybe fast flow on there, you know, with like with this, yeah. But he was mad slow flow on that one, so you know.
You never know with Homeboy Sandman.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah. You better
just
not
know it's gonna
expect
be dope.
anything. Yeah.
Exactly, like Dr. Soultastic says.
Yeah.
Sand can flow to anything. Very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So now, okay, cool. So just curious, what did you think when you saw the album cover? Just kind of.
Oh, to be honest, I am having mad problems with covers and as you know, I've been dropping weekly for I don't know how long. Yeah, and I've been having troubles for a long time with covers for now too. Sorry for all the artists. I've been stealing artwork sometimes from the Google. Not to hurt anybody, but yeah, so it was just a pleasure and beauty, and I was hyped beyond me when I saw it. Yeah.
So now, do y'all have cornhole? Did they have to explain to you like what cornhole
another thing.
was?
Yeah, I have to Google it. Yeah, so I kind of Googled. Yeah.
Well, now you can always bring that to Russia. You can bring cornhole.
Yeah. Well, let's make the wave up here.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you can have your music be like the theme music for all the games and everything.
Yes, sir. Cornhole, Russian cornhole championships. Here we go.
All right, so we're getting down to it now. As I mentioned before, we do have a project. This is the limited edition package. You know what I'm saying? With it, you get the vinyl record. You get one record. One side has Cornhole Legend, which you just listened to. The other side has Dancing Tree, which was produced by Illingsworth, who we had on the show last time. And so you get both. And what's cool is that, like I mentioned, we have like the split vinyl, the color. So that Homeboy Sandman picked out the colors. I think he did a really great job. You know what I'm saying? Luke Warmth on the artwork, of course. You know what I'm saying? Really dope. And so I was like, all right, I want to be able to add on cool things to hopefully try to match the awesomeness of the projects. You know what I'm saying?
And oh boy, you did.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm just trying to match the awesomeness, you know what I'm saying, that y'all put together. And so like the first one is this lenticular. So we've been doing these live streams to kind of, like talk about the projects and get to know the people behind it. And at the same time, like reveal the different projects that you'll get with the vinyl package. You know what I mean? And so the first one was this lenticular image, which I have right here. You know what I mean? And so when you go one way, you know what I'm saying, you see the Dancing Tree. The other way, you see the Cornhole Legend. You know what I'm saying? So this takes forever to print. So this is only coming with the package. It takes so long to print this. And it's very, because they're very fine lines in order to do it. It's like playing with shadows to make it work. So
very, very limited.
Very limited. And then it comes with a stand. So you can just like put it in there. You can like just, have it stand up. My hands are all shaking. So you can have it stand up on your desk, you know what I'm saying, on your shelf or whatever. And just know every time you walk by it, be like, yeah, that's awesome. So you got that there. All right, cool. So then we, so in honor of Cornhole Legend, I was like, it'd be super cool. Like if people who don't maybe know what cornhole is and they want to be good at it and they want to be a legend, well, they can be able to practice whenever they want to, right? And so we created like little mini cornhole boards, you know what I'm saying? And so you can go ahead and play. Now, But if you want to be a legend, though, you know what I'm saying, you got to up the difficulty. And so I put like little catapults that you can like just slot into there, and you just put your favorite, I don't know, marshmallow, gummy bear.
Hey,
What are you gonna put in there when I send you this? What are you gonna put in there, Yates?
I'll probably put marshmallows too, as we
There you
have
go.
ones. You know, the
Marshmallows is a good choice. It's a good choice. Great choice.
maybe
And so-
nuts if you want to be more firm. I'll say.
Well, again, don't do anything that'll poke somebody's eye out. You know what I'm saying? So let's let's keep it, very
Yeah, we'll
soft.
keeping it safe. You know.
Now, so I'm going to reveal the one for this live stream, and it's this one here. It almost killed me, and so it's there, and it's almost there. So I'm calling this a work in progress. This is a working sample. All right, because
Okay.
trying to get all this to work out, it was a lot. And originally I had this as an idea when I first approached Homeboy Sandman about doing this collaboration, because first came out the dancing tree. I was like, yo, it'd be dope to have something to kind of like go along with it, to kind of commemorate it. And then Homeboy Sandman kind of brought up in the when we were talking with Illingsworth, it was with Luke Warmth about the acorn. And he's like, we all have acorns in us. You know what I'm saying? It's like that seed that could go into greatness. You know what I mean? And I've always been amazed that like something as small as a acorn can grow into such a huge tree. You know what I'm saying? That'll like last forever. You know what I'm saying? Years and years and years. And so I kind of made this thing to where kind of like you could take it with you and always have like that reminder, right? And so I created it's like a little keychain. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like an acorn. And then it says, it's upside down. It says dancing tree on there.
In there.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
And so not only that, you know what I'm saying? Because again, we have that greatness that's in us. You know what I'm saying? And so if it works, see that?
Dang.
So it's like when you press it, it lights up. So it's like a little fidget toy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And so if you ever feel stressed, you know what I'm saying, you go ahead and press that and just realize you have that greatness in you. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, so that's, I just got to figure out a few other things, tighten up some tolerances and things, but yeah, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So it's there. So you'll be able to get, so this is coming with all the different pre-orders, right? And so, but also if you want to, I have this where you can add it on as well. So you'll be able to add on extra. So if you want more, so one comes with the actual project. So you get one. So everybody's getting one who orders it. But if you want to add on more, you can. And it's going to be like half off. So it's like $6. And so I'm going to update the website and it'll be there. And then you'll be able to log in and order more. It'll be free shipping because I'm just going to be shipping it with it. Now, I understand some folks like flashing lights, like quick changing lights can be kind of a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so you'll also be able to, so here is, let me flip this around. So here's like the LED light that's in there, right? And you see it kind of flashes quickly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if that, because folks, you know what I'm saying, I don't want, anybody to get sick or anything. So I also have this other option where it's like a slower light. You know what I'm saying? So it changes slower. So you let me know, like when you order it, there's options to say, hey, you want the fast changing or the slow changing. All right. So I want to make sure everybody's comfortable with what they got. And then also, now what's inside of it are these, like they're basically like keyboard keys, right?
Yeah.
And people love keyboard keys. So they have like sounds and things. So this one here, right? Can you hear that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that one is this one. So it's like a clicky one. All right, so when you press on it, if you want to hear clicks, you let me know. Otherwise, there's this other one, which is, see, I'm pressing it. You can't hear anything, it's silent. So you have two options. So it's either the clicky one or the silent one. You know what I'm saying? So, because if you don't want to annoy people around you or what have you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving people that option. So there's all sorts of options that you can do. You know what I'm saying? So let me know. I will probably send an email out to folks and, to let me know which one they want. But if you order on the site, like it will say you can select what you want. All right, so I'll be reaching out to folks. But yeah, so again, the one we're releasing today is the dancing tree keychain acorn
Hey,
goodness. So you'll be able to kind of like, you know, keep that reminder that, you know, you got greatness in you. You know what I'm saying? And you can be whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? And so,
yes, sir.
yeah, so I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Yates, anything you wanted to did
Just
you
wanted-
get all of it? If you no, yeah, you get all of it anytime. Like, yeah, everybody's getting with the vinyl package. You're getting this is only coming with the vinyl package because again, it is a pain to make this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you understand. Like, it is bad. One wrong thing messes it all up. So this one takes it. So everybody's getting one of these if you pre-order. You are getting one of these. You know what I'm saying? If you pre-order, but these are also available if you don't pre-order. So like later on, after the pre-sale or whatever, you'll be able to buy these. Homeboy Samuel probably has some of these on tour when he goes on tour as well. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to get that.
Yes, sir.
And then, of course, you'll get the Cornhole Legend in training sets. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you get both of these with your package. So, and I appreciate everyone that has
And
been
that's a heavy package, you know.
Oh, it's going to be heavy, yeah. But, you know, so we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? And so, Hawkinator says, beyond excited for mine. Dope. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Sue says, I need this. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We're here to give. And that's the thing. I didn't want it to be like a limited edition as far as numbers. I want everyone who wants one to be able to get it. So that's why it's just until, you know what I'm saying, we get the vinyl and start shipping them out. That's like, so you can keep ordering until the vinyl comes in and I start shipping them. Because again, this is going to like kill me. So yeah. But yeah, so everybody, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, order, you know what I mean? And then try order by tonight because again, it goes up $5. Now that we've revealed that, you know what you're getting. You know you're getting that goodness. But I wanted to be able to kind of like give a little bit of extra to the people who like kind of went in not knowing what else they would get. You know what I'm saying? But they trust that, hey, it's going to be something dope. At least we got the music. You know what I'm saying? So early bird worm, get it cheaper thing. I don't know. But yeah. Yates,
makes all the sense. Yeah.
I appreciate you, fam, for coming through.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
also
very
wanted
much.
to shout you out for putting that special, beautiful project overall with all that kind of stuff. You're a legend for this one.
Oh, no.
Hey.
I'm only trying to reflect the greatness that you all have put together. You know what I'm saying? So it's a collaborative image. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be a reflection on what's there. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all did some really great, amazing things. So yeah. So again, you can check out all those stuff. If you're logged in, if you already purchased one and you logged in, you'll see this button. So you can add the cart to here, and then you just add it, and then you see it'll be there and everything. And also with the dancing tree acorn keychain and everything. So you'll be able to order it there. And it'll be free shipping because I'm just going to put it along with your order. And but yeah, so we have to figure out how to get it to you, Yates. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have to smuggle it in there. So
we'll figure out. Maybe Q will help us. Maybe someone other will help us. Yeah, but we'll smuggle it. Yeah, we'll find a way.
We'll get it there. And so, but thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
So next Thursday, in 2 days, we have the box that all this is gonna like the vinyl and everything's gonna come in. And so that's gonna be what we reveal. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm gonna need y'all feedback on it as well. So there's some things I'm going to ask y'all about it as well. So come through, check out the website.
I'll be there. Yeah,
I appreciate you. So yeah, yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you again, Yates. Follow him on Instagram and everywhere else. And
by the way, I also have a profile, Igory, kind of Igory the Intelligent. Can check my second profile too. You know,
where is that? Is that where do you have that? Is it on like on a Bandcamp or something or?
It's basically everywhere. Yeah. Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere.
Okay, well, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat so people know how to spell it.
Oh, okay. One moment.
All right. Hawkinator
okay,
says peace.
Send one. Yeah.
Lance says, thanks, guys. These live things have been dope. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Dr. Soultastic. So check out Igory. You know what I'm saying? Yates Alter Ego. And Gamp, he said, had a blast. Much love, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for hanging out.
Thank you
Yates,
for being
again,
there, guys. Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us. And we'll see y'all maybe Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So y'all
For
be easy.
sure.
Thanks again, y'all. Y'all be safe. And I'm gonna take us out of here with the I'm gonna do taking a break and we're gonna play some music, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be out of here. So again, Cornhole Legend out now. Check out the vinyl limited edition package. And thanks, y'all. Y'all be easy.
Final form. That's fine with me. Step out, take a ride with me. I'll see that the prophecy come true properly. Yeah. I'll be smiling when I get to cross over. Smiling, cause I know it's not over. Until then, follow my lead. My barber got me looking uneven. He's not the best shape.